Do you think your real estate is your retirement plan? Do you believe you can live off rental income when you retire, or that you'll simply sell your home when you need money? Today, I'm going to show you 9 harsh reasons why this could be an expensive mistake, and why so many people fail with this strategy without realizing it until it's too late. But don't worry, at the end, I'll reveal what actually works instead. Hi, I'm Natalia Shevchenko, independent financial advisor. For over 12 years, I've been helping successful professionals and executives in Germany build real financial security. And I don't just talk about money. I develop holistic strategies for health, wealth, and real estate that truly works together. On my channel, you get honest, independent insights into the world of finance every week, without sales pressure, without sugar-coated promises, just the truth that helps you make better decisions. And today we are taking a closer look at why real estate as retirement planning often doesn't deliver what it promises, even though nobody really likes to hear that. Okay, before we start, let me first explain what retirement planning actually means from my perspective. The most important task of retirement planning? Simple. That when you retire, you have enough money month after month from which you can maintain your desired standard of living, and that no matter how old you get. Imagine you earn 3,000 euros net today. You live well on that. You get by, you treat yourself to things, and you want to enjoy this standard when you get older too. And then the task of your retirement planning is to ensure that you can continue doing exactly that after retirement begins, month after month, having 3,000 euro net without having to work for it, and even if you live to 110 years old. In short, retirement planning means securing your standard of living for life. Is that simple, or is it? And that's exactly why real estate, as harsh as it sounds, is often not retirement planning, because it simply doesn't meet these requirements. Sure, real estate is valuable, but it's not lifelong passive income. Let's go through 9 reasons together why your real estate is not retirement planning. Reason number 1. Your home ages with you. Maybe you think, I'll invest in my own 4 walls now, and when I won't have to pay rent when I get old. But there is a big problem. Not only you get older, but so does the real estate you live in. Imagine you bought a house in your mid-30s. In 32 years, you'll retire, but your property has also aged 32 years. Most major maintenance costs or modernizations should occur every 20 to 30 years for real estate. Do you see the dilemma? You need a lot of care in old age and possibly money for medications and medical treatments. And so does your property. You have to maintain your property. But do you get from the property what you hoped for in retirement planning? And I'm not talking about a hobby. You can manage that perfectly well without real estate too. Reason number 2. Real estate costs you money, even in old age. Let's be honest. Real estate doesn't cost you just once, it costs permanently. Utilities, reserves, maintenance, management, insurance, whatever. A small house costs you around 300 to 400 euro per month in operating costs, even if you don't rent it out. And if the roof needs to be redone or the heating system replaced in 10 years, you pay for that. And we are talking about 50,000 euro to 100,000 euros very quickly. Reason number 3. You can't sell a little bit of your property. Imagine you suddenly need 20,000 euro. Medical treatment, broken car, whatever. You can't exactly remove a window or door to sell it because you want to go on vacation. You only have 2 options. Mortgage the house if the bank plays a loan, which is difficult at retirement age, or sell the property completely. And selling under pressure usually means you will have to accept significant price reductions for your home. Reason number 4. Regulations and new laws can ruin you financially. Do you know the heating law in Germany? The rent control in Berlin Have you heard about the discussions about expropriations? Politicians love to make the evil rich property owners pay to protect their voter base. An example: a new law requires you to insulate or replace heating that costs 10,000 euro to 40,000 euro, and you have to bear it yourself. Remember, as an owner or landlord, you are pretty helpless against the government. New laws, new regulations, new costs, and you can't do anything about it. Just pay. The only question is, from which part of your retirement provision should this payment come? Reason number 5. Rental defaults and problem tenants, the additional existential risk for you. If you consider rental property as an important building block of your retirement provision, then you assume that tenants always pay on time. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Instead of enjoying your regular pension, you might have to deal with the following challenges: vacancy of several months, rent nomads with payment defaults, damage from improper use, or court costs for eviction lawsuits. Now imagine you're 70, living on your pension, and your exemplary long-term tenant suddenly stops paying for months. That's not a small annoyance, that's a life-threatening for you. Even worse, missing rent payment don't mean you have zero income from your property. It means you're paying an additional 200 to 400 euros for ongoing costs like operating costs, reserves, management, and more. In other words, month after month, you have to divert 200 to 400 euro from your state pension just because you have a property. Reason number 6. You have to work for your real estate. Broken window, break-in, heating failure. You are responsible as the owner everywhere. In most cases, you also have to take care of finding suitable craftsmen or accept far too high costs. Sure, you can delegate that. However, full-service management of a property costs much more than many suspect. You are easily at 100 or 100 euros additionally, and that's without repair costs. Reason number 7. High purchase cost. Eat up your returns. Broker, notary, property transfer tax. Depending on the state and type of property, you pay 8 to 14% additional cost when you are buying. For a 400,000 euro apartment with 10% purchasing cost, that's quickly 40,000 euro. If you get 1,000 euros rent every month, you have to rent for over 3 years just to get the purchase cost back. During this time, you haven't earned a single euro yet. Is that your safe retirement planning? Reason number 8. The return is massively overestimated. Many believe real estate brings 5 to 6% per year. Reality looks different, especially after taxes, inflation, and financing costs. Let me give you a calculation example. You buy for 400,000 euros, get 14,400 euros annual rent. It's about 1,200 euros per month. That's only 3.6% gross return. After taxes, maintenance, management, and vacancy, you often end up with under 2% net, if at all. And if you add the interest you have to pay to the bank, the calculation looks even sadder. Reason number 9. As a property owner, you are tax disadvantaged. Here's a point many all overlook. You buy your property completely from your taxed net income. Sure, you can later deduct your costs for rental properties from taxes, but every cost item means less income at the same time. And with owner-occupied properties, you have almost zero opportunities to deduct anything from taxes. From a tax perspective, you're punished twice with real estate. You don't use any tax advantages when buying from net income and hardly any during operations. Plus, you get low returns from renting. Please don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying real estate is bad. It can be a valuable building block in your wealth, yes, but it's not retirement planning in the true sense, because it doesn't fulfill the most important thing: to secure a plannable, lifelong income for you month after month, independent on the market, of tenants, of your availability. What you need is something different. a system that brings you permanent liquidity, monthly, plannable, flexible, so you don't just have a beautiful house, but also enough money to live well in it. If you want to know how to build retirement planning that really delivers what it promises, with guaranteed income that secures your standard of living, then book a free consultation with me. You'll find the link in the description. Don't forget to like this video if it opened your eyes. Your health, your wealth, your future. I'm Natalia, and I help you make financial decisions you won't regret tomorrow or in 30 years. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.